What's going on, everybody? Welcome in the Vikings Now by Chat Sports. My name is Patrick Siepman, and I think us Vikings fans, we got some great news because this man right here, Justin Jefferson, got a little disrespected in a recent report that came out from an NFL insider. And I think it's great news for Vikings fans because I think a big-time game from number 18 could be heading to Chicago this weekend. But before we show you guys the report, let's show Justin Jefferson, in my opinion, the best non-quarterback in the NFL. Let's show him some love on today's show. Type those 18s. Type his jersey number down below in the comment section because you guys are going to get a kick out of this report. And I want to show the best non-quarterback in the National Football League our support. Type those 18s. Show Justin Jefferson some love. So a report came out around Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That's been a hot topic on who is the better wide receiver right now because Jamar has had an unbelievable start to this NFL season. But this came out from an NFL insider saying many NFL scouts believe Jamar Chase strikes more fear into defenses. So we're going to dive into this. We're going to talk about my favorite memories that Justin Jefferson has had for this organization here in a second. But I think the biggest reason why Jamar is, or that this report is coming out around Chase versus Jefferson, is because of the start Jamar Chase has had to this year. Like, he's already got over 1,000 yards. He does have his bye week this week. So, Jefferson, I'm going to call it right now. I bet you by the end of this week, he has more receiving yards than Jamar Chase. I think he could be going for $150 this weekend. But I think this is the biggest reason why, for some reason, this report came out that scouts think Jamar Chase strikes more fear in the defenses compared to Justin Jefferson. Also, he has had some big-time primetime games when the whole world is watching. In my opinion, I don't think a lot of people are watching what Jefferson has done over the last couple of weeks. And, my biggest kind of counter argument to this would be, imagine if Jefferson had Joe Burrow. Imagine if he reconnected with his college quarterback, the types of numbers this guy would be putting up. It would be through the roof. I mean, this guy, Jefferson, is already the league leader in yards per game in NFL history at the receiver position, 97 yards per game. He actually has a 10-yard lead on who is second in the NFL. And could you imagine if it was Burrow throwing to Jefferson, the connection those two had at LSU, he would be putting up, I think, better numbers than Jamar Chase. But also this quote's going to fire you guys up. Take a listen to this. Kevin O'Connell was asked about just how good Justin Jefferson is. This was actually Paul Allen who asked him. And KO said this. It's going to be a long quote, so stay with us. I may be biased because I'm around him every single day. I absolutely love coaching him. One of my absolute favorites. I was around Randy Moss. I've been around a guy who won the Triple Crown during our Super Bowl year in LA. Talking about Cooper Kupp. I think Jefferson is capable of about anything. This is the part here. The thing I hope people understand is I watch football around the league. What he is playing against is different than what anybody else is playing against, week in and week out. Nothing but respect for the great receivers in our league, but I promise you folks, it is not coach speak, it is real. Imagine you are playing basketball and you have 3 of the 5 guys guarding you. That's basically what people do every single week. Justin doesn't blink, and he makes play after play for us. And when I heard this from Kevin O'Connell and watching it, him really be so passionate about his main guy, his superstar on his team, Justin Jefferson, it fired me the hell up, fellas. Because I really hope people understand the looks that Jefferson gets is completely different from the looks Jamar Chase gets. Jefferson is getting safety help. He's getting outside-inside leverage on every single play. Whatever creative design that is out there of taking away wide receivers in the National Football League, number 18 has seen it. And there's no disrespect to Jordan Addison, but Jamar, also his second wide receiver on the other side of the field, T. Higgins, is significantly better, in my opinion, than Addison, which just allows him to play more free. And I don't think this is a hot take at all. You guys might laugh at this. I hope this gets screenshotted and posted all over social media because I stand by this. I think Justin Jefferson is the most underrated player in football. I don't think people are realizing what this guy is doing on a week-in, week-out basis where he is getting all the attention. He is getting all the coverage. He is getting all the double, triple teams, whatever buzzword you want to use. He is getting those looks. And this man in his career is off to one of the best starts in NFL history. He already has the most receiving yards through the first 5 seasons of any career in the National Football League. And he missed half of the season last year, and he still has half of the season left this year. He could have done this in 4 years if he stayed healthy. But you guys see the yards per game at the bottom of your screen. 97.3, most in NFL history. And I'm going to call my shot right now. The Windy City, Chicago, you better watch out. I think a madman's coming to your building this weekend, and I think he's going to dominate Soldier Field. I'm calling it. Jefferson is going to go for 150-plus yards and 2 touchdowns this weekend because I guarantee you, he's going to see this report. He's going to see that, most NFL executives, most NFL scouts think that Ja'Marr Chase strikes more fear in the defenses compared to this guy right here, Justin Jefferson. I also think the buzz that Jalen Johnson, one of the best cornerbacks in the league, I guarantee you Jefferson's going to take that personally. And with all-time great talents, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, I think Jefferson is on that caliber of elite athlete. They all use everything they can as motivation. So that's my shot I'm calling this weekend. 150 and 2 touchdowns for Jefferson. But I'll ask you guys, probably the stupidest question I've ever asked you guys. This has an easy answer. Pick a wide receiver for me. Give me an 18 or give me a number 1. I better see 1,000 18s commented on this video. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Now coming up next, I just want to take a trip down memory lane. Even though he's only played for 4.5 seasons with our Minnesota Vikings, I just want to go over my favorite memories. So I'll tell you guys about that here in a second. But first, I got to tell you guys about a new sponsor we have here, and that is Factor Meals. If you guys head to factormeals.com/VikingsChat50 and use code VikingsChat50, you guys will get 50% off your first box at Factor and 20% off your next month. That's code VikingsChat50 at factormeals.com/VikingsChat50. So Factor, why I love them so much is, days are shorter right now, but your to-do list aren't. Power through your busy days with Factor's no prep, no mess meals from breakfast to dinner and anything in between. Factor has easy options to keep you fueled and feeling your best. Whether you like your routine or enjoy mixing things up, Factor has you covered with 35 different delicious meals every week and over 60 additional convenient options you can add to your box like keto cookies, pressed juices, and smoothies. So don't let the shorter days slow you down. Stay energized with America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service. And my favorite part about Factor, it just lets you do you. You can choose from 6 menu preferences to help you manage calories, maximize protein intake, avoid meat, or simply eat well balanced. So head to factormeals.com/VikingsChat50. Use code VikingsChat50 to get 50% off your first box and 20% off your next month. That's code VikingsChat50 at factormeals.com/VikingsChat50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month where your subscription is active. That link for you guys is in the comments and description of today's show. All right, so my first favorite memory around number 18 has to be his first touchdown, really his first action in his NFL career. That 75-yarder he had against the Tennessee Titans. And I thought it was so funny looking back on this. He was running just a deep over route, and we know he's the best deep over route runner in the entire league. And he broke a tackle, made 2 Titans guys fall into each other, and then he literally starts hitting the gritty at about the 5-yard line. Just really, you couldn't have asked for a better kind of play and a better moment to start your NFL career than what he did against the Tennessee Titans a couple years ago. And, also this, I thought Jefferson's best game as a Minnesota Viking it was week 16 last season in their first game against the Lions when it was Nick Mullins in at quarterback, and this was on the 4th and 20, when Jefferson skied up over 2 Lions, absolutely mossed Kirby Joseph. I'm going to keep it nice that I'm not even going to call him a name here. I'm just going to call him Kirby Joseph. But you guys know how I feel about number 31 on the Lions. But Jefferson skied up, made a big-time play, and overall, he has dominated the Lions throughout his career, man. I mean, these stats are ridiculous. Think about this. This is a divisional opponent who you're seeing twice a year. And twice a year, Lions fans probably fall asleep Saturday night with nightmares of this guy. 7.7 receptions a game, 128 yards per game, and 16.7 yards per catch. Truly has been one of the most dominant receivers against a specific team that we have ever seen. But the one thing I want, and I don't even consider it a want, I consider it a need. I need a Jefferson dominant playoff game, because the one kind of thing that Jamar has over Jefferson is he has done it in the playoffs. Like, he has gone, made big plays in Kansas City. We just haven't really seen that with Jefferson yet, mainly just because he hasn't had the opportunity to do so. And his lone opportunity in the playoffs, it didn't go well. I mean, yes, the Giants, they were putting 3-4 guys on him every single play. But in just 9 targets, he only had 7 receptions, 6.7 yards per catch, 47 yards. So I want a dominant game for number 18 this year in the playoffs. I think we're going to get it. I just hope it comes in the wild card round or hopefully in the divisional if the Vikings do have a bye. And, I want to get this message out there, the Vikings fans. Just enjoy the ride. Like, enjoy every snap. Enjoy every route. Enjoy every gritty we see in the end zone because truly we are watching a generational player every single Sunday out there for the Minnesota Vikings. Like, this doesn't come around, once every decade, once every 20, 30 years. He is a once-in-a-lifetime talent. So every time he's out there, whether he's split out wide or he's in the slot, just look at number 18 and just take a breath and just enjoy what you're watching every single game. But if you guys made it to the end of today's video, I think Justin Jefferson is a lock to be a Hall of Famer. But I'll make this the real one roll call. If you guys think Jefferson is a Hall of Famer, give me an HOF down below in the comments section. I want to see it flooded with the HOFs on today's show. But hey, if also you guys want more Jefferson discourse on your Twitter or X timeline, give me a follow over there at Pat Sieps. See you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. As always, Skol Vikes.